Good morning, everybody. We are here. We're looking good. We're ready to go. Beautiful outside today. Man, 78 degrees. It is sunny. It is looking good. We've got gains in the crypto space. And let me know, do I have TikTok on horizontal or YouTube on horizontal mode? I don't know who's on vertical and who's on horizontal right now. Jay Stover's Art, User 305, Billy Kitchen. Thank you guys for being over on TikTok. Alien Head, Chris, Jeremiah. We got Alien Head, CD Wit, Gen G. All of you guys. Welcome over on YouTube. Glad to have you guys in here right now. Let me know who's on horizontal still, and let's go through the market real quick. We have got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen, sitting at $4.93 today, up a slight 0.61%. GameStop sitting at 2058, 0.81% higher on the day today after touching 2092. It is back down about 40 cents there. Shiba Inu Coin, bottom right-hand side of the screen, sitting at 1391. Bitcoin sitting at 59,670. Let's go. I love it, man. Bitcoin moving higher right now. 3% gain on the day today. I want to see a 30% gain on the day today. That's what I want to see. I want to see a 30% gain on the day today. And I want to see 300% gain in altcoins. Across the board, man. Let's go. 4x. That's all we need, man. That's all we need. We got NASDAQ 0.62% higher today. AMC 492. We got GameStop sitting at 2054. Dogecoin 10.7 cents. 6% gain, baby. Now that's what I'm talking about. We got Shiba Inu Coin sitting at 3.92% higher today. 2.20% higher on Ethereum. 3.29% higher for Bitcoin. We got the SPY up 0.60%. QQQ 0.45%. Mullen Auto. Whoa! Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't buy the dip. Get away from Mullen Auto. If I cannot find a better stock to lose $15 million on over the last couple of years than Mullen Auto here. So, yeah, turn $15 million into about, what, 13 cents? Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Sundial sitting at 209. Netflix, $694. MPW, 10% gain for MPW, $6.19. That is a very nice gain there. Tesla sitting 0.64% lower, Amazon 0.31% higher, and Apple 0.34% higher. But we are, of course, going to watch Bitcoin soaring, flying. We're going to watch Bitcoin soar in the bottom left-hand side of the screen for a while. And, of course, we can pull up any cryptocurrency you guys want over on Dex Screeners, Dex Tools, all that good stuff there. It's raining kittens in Louisville. Never mind. I was going to have a cat joke, but is it too soon? Is it too soon? I don't know if it's too soon or not, man. My cat jumped up in the fridge. Dude, for those of you that don't own cats, let me just tell you, I never owned a cat in my entire life. I've been allergic. First of all, I will say this, too. Allergies? Dude, allergies are fake news. We can pull up Mog, Jay Stover. It is Strover. Yeah, we'll pull up Mog in 2 seconds here. I got to show you guys my cat, right? Let me say this, okay? Allergies are fake news, just to let you know. I've got, like, severe cat allergies. But, dude, you can literally condition yourself. You can, I guess, teach your body and build up your immune system not to attack the crap out of itself when you see a beautiful cat walking down the road and you decide to pet it. You can absolutely beat your allergy. And look, I'm not telling you if you're allergic to peanuts to go eat peanuts, but hey, dude, maybe touch a peanut every once in a while. You can do it there. Don't take that as medical advice. You guys are all going to go kill yourselves or something, and I don't want to see that happen. But check this out, man. I took a picture last night, and I sent this to my family. And so this is like half the fridges in Springfield right now. Poor guys, man. Poor little guys over there. They can't even have street cats over there anymore. It's ridiculous. But yeah, dude. What was I making? I think that's when I was going to go make popcorn. I got some butter out of the fridge. I don't think that's when I was making chicken. I think that's when I made popcorn. Dude, you turn your back on a cat with the fridge open for 2 seconds, and that cat is jumping up in that fridge. That cat is going to get where that cat wants to go. And, yeah, you turn your back on it for 2 seconds, and they're going to go where they want to go. Hey, bro, I have a question. Can you check Popcat? It's supposed to be listed on Kraken. Is this bullish? Yes. Diablito. We're going to look at Mog. We're going to look at Popcat. And I don't think anybody over... I don't think anybody over on YouTube is requesting anything at the moment. Let's see. Welcome back, Tiny Clay, bro. Yes, baby. That must mean that we are on vertical view. I like it. Good morning! My Jiva is on fire today. It's up to 20%. Can you talk about what I asked you about last night? Yes, Brian. Here's what we're going to do, though. First, we are going to go through and look at Mog really quick. We're going to see where Mog is at. Call your mothers. Call your mothers, because Mother is looking good. Mother's sitting at 4.81 cents right now, which is actually very strong. But we want to look at Mog. All right. 14% gain on the day today. Very nice gain. Hitting support at this level down here at 6 zeros and a 7. And bouncing up already 50% over the last week to 5 zeros and an 11. So if you scroll out, Mog has had a crazy strong gain, taking you essentially 100x higher since February. The price has gone from 7 zeros and a 4, 7 zeros and a 3, all the way up here to 5 zeros and a 1. That's roughly a 50x gain, but of course all the way up here and go back just slightly further takes you to the 100x gain. So Mog is still looking good in terms of its overall trend. Now let me say, things have slowed down just slightly and broken down below this trend line here, but it is trying to get back up. So since Mog really took off, it has been hitting higher highs and higher lows, which is an excellent sign of strength, okay? And honestly, it's got a near parallel ascending channel that it's been in. Now, this is your parallel channel, your parallel ascending channel, which is very strong for growth. It's broken out a couple times to the upside. It's broken down just slightly to the downside, but the overall channel continues to hold up. It's going to be a very strong sign if Mog is able to get back up above inside of that channel there. And if it does, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up and tests the upper end as well. Here's what happens, right? Traders, they start to follow this. Now, investors, they'll buy and they'll hold through anything. They don't care. But traders will look at this ascending trend line and they'll say, okay, I'm going to buy as it's going up, and then I'm just going to use this line. It is my textbook. I'm going to sell when it hits it. I'll buy back in, and then I'll sell. And I'll buy back in, and I'll sell. So if it does start to ascend here, maybe you have it already, maybe you're thinking about buying it and so on. When it gets to this line, know that there's going to be a group of people, whether it's next month, it takes several months. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. Know that there's going to be a group of people that are going to be using that as a sell line. Now, from there, if it does continue to fall back down, they will be using this as a buy line. So you can use that as technical analysis on Mog if you would like. Or, of course, you could buy in and hold for the longer term. It should do very well since it's a very popular meme coin. It should do very well during an upcoming bull market. The next one that you guys wanted to see, Popcat. This is also another very popular meme coin. Let's see. Popcat is sitting here. No, I want the radium one. This one. When you go to some of those other liquidity pools, it's not as good because you don't have the same history. Also, doing a very good job of growing during this time, and very similar to what you saw with Mog, right? You've got the same sort of trend line going on here with Popcat. And you can see that it is also broken out of the upside, come back down. Broken out just slightly to the upside, but immediately came back down. So Popcat also doing a very good job of growing, following a very similar, clearly there are different points, but a very similar ascending trend line. And guys, You know, you could have put those lines on the screen here, right? I mean, this is enough hits. You honestly could have done it here. Comes up, taps this line, falls down. Comes up, taps this line, falls down. Comes up, taps this line, falls down. So now all of a sudden, you've got your ascending trend lines. You've got your ascending channel here and here. Watch what happens as it plays out. Let's pretend that we are back in June and we just put these lines on the screen. These lines don't mean that you have to follow them, but traders do. Now look, as you expand this time frame, you can see what happens here. It comes up, it hits this trend line, and it comes back down. Did it make it all the way back down to the line perfectly? No, it did not. But it bounces back up, just briefly breaks up above this trend line, and comes right back down and tests this one here. Now, it has bounced off of it again, and where did it use the next resistance level? The ascending trend line. Comes back down, tests almost perfectly the lower end of the channel, and it's on its way back up. Now, if you're a trader, not necessarily an investor, but if you're a trader, you're going to allow this token to come back up, depending on how long it takes to get there, roughly to 84, 85 cents. People are going to take their profit, and they're going to try and send it back down to 50, 51 cents, or if it takes a while, 56, 57 cents. So traders will use this channel. So it's kind of like a confirmation bias. They think it's going to trade off those lines, so therefore they trade it on those lines, and because they traded on those lines, those are the lines that it uses. So just be aware of those levels for Popcat as well, but nonetheless, man, amazing growth, taking you from literally less than a penny all the way up to 70 cents. There's a lot of people making a lot of money in these coins right now, and if you come out and you look at the holders, this is... I don't want to say you should be nervous about it, right? Because you certainly don't have to be nervous about it. But when you come out here, because these guys have held, they've done a very good job of holding. But look, when you see this wallet right here, and he's got $11-12 million worth of Popcat in his wallet. Guys, the amount of Solana in the liquidity pool is only $5 million. So at most, $5.5 million can be drained out of this liquidity pool. Theoretically, this guy owns way too much Popcat. The only way that he can ever extract all of his value is if he goes in there and slowly shaves as new liquidity is added. So that's another very important factor. And that brings me into, let's see here. That brings me to Brian's question. Last night, Brian was asking me, and he said, you know, for example, let's say I buy 1 million tokens of something. Doesn't matter what it is, just I've got 1 million tokens. If it goes to a penny, does that mean I have $10,000? Yes. If it goes to 10 cents, that means you have $100,000. If it goes to $1 and you've got 1 million tokens, that means you have $1 million worth of that token. But things get a little bit more complicated than that. So since we're looking at Popcat here, let's just use that example and let's look at these liquidity pools. So I'm going to scroll over just slightly on YouTube so that you guys can see what the liquidity pool looks like here. Now, on the right-hand side of the screen on YouTube, and let's pull it over just slightly on, no, just slightly on TikTok so you guys can see it as well. All right. So you guys have the liquidity pool on both YouTube and TikTok now. You can see it. Total liquidity pool has $10.9 million in it. That means there's $5.5 million worth of Popcat and $5.5 million worth of Solana in this liquidity pool. At most, $5.5 million can be withdrawn from this liquidity pool. So, $5.5 million would dump the price of this token. If somebody went out there and cashed out $5.5 million, it would dump the price of the token back down to zero. on this liquidity pool. Now, there are other liquidity pools out there, and I'm sure people would buy on this one and send it to other ones, immediately dragging the price back up and so on. That's called arbitrage. Different story. But right now, with $5.5 million maximum to withdraw, you can clearly see that this guy right here, with $11 million in his wallet, he will never be able to withdraw that unless, of course, he slowly withdraws as new liquidity is added. So, theoretically, this guy has $11 million worth of Popcat, right? So the token goes up, let's say it goes to $1, and you're sitting on $1 million here. Theoretically, you have $1 million worth. But maximum is what you can withdraw is the liquidity pool here. So if this guy were to go cash out right now, he could dump the price back down to 0, but he would only be able to withdraw $5.5 million. That is it. And he wipes out all of these other guys, their balance would show 0, right? All of these other guys would have absolutely nothing if this guy decides to go out and cash everything out. He can withdraw. He's got his tickets to the liquidity pool. He can withdraw it all, and he can dump the price back down to 0. So that is a risk you run when there are whales in your token. Even this guy could do it. This guy could go out. Page 2, man. This guy right here could go out. I mean, that's radium. But this guy right here could go out, drain the entire liquidity pool, dump that token's price back down to 0, and completely wipe Popcat out if he wanted to. So, yes, Brian, in your example, if you owned 1 million tokens and it went to $1, you would have $1 million worth of that token. But remember, you are always capped. The maximum that you can ever withdraw is the amount that is in the liquidity pool. Let's see. Can you explain BlockDag? On the Discord, they said they were like Bitcoin. On their Discord. Yeah, we can talk about BlockDag real quick. Let's go over and pull up BlockDag's website so you guys can see them. All right, this is BlockDag, I think. It's a terrible graphic. This is BlockDag right here. Now, they say they're like Bitcoin, okay? There are some similarities, sure, but, I mean, it's just similarities in the way that the blockchain works. I don't think that they have 21 million total tokens, and, you know, their supply is different and so on. So, BlockDag is essentially crypto mining that anybody can get involved with. Now, BlockDag here is crypto mining for all. You can swipe this. You can pull up all these different things. But I'm just going to scroll to the... I thought I was going to scroll to the top of the page and show you. Okay, products. Why do they claim that BlockDag crypto mining rigs are for everybody? Because they have 4 different types of miners that you can get. They've got the BlockDag X100, which is an ASIC miner. It is very similar to the Bitcoin miners that you will see. Let me pull one of those up. See? A Bitcoin miner right here. This bad boy is going to cost you $32,300. Looks very similar to this. I think it's the exact same machine, actually. And it might be the exact same picture too, that they just turned black. Ooh, Miner Bros. I like that guy's website. Is this the exact same picture? Dude, they may have angled that a little different. I don't know. That's kind of crazy, huh? Can't zoom in on that. But, yeah, regardless, right? So, you've got this Bitcoin miner, essentially, here. And it's going to cost you $1,500. Shipping is free. They're going to deliver you this miner for $1,500, and you're able to mine 2,000 BlockDag per day. BlockDag's current price, I believe, is 1.8 cents. $36 a day is what you would be mining in BlockDag with 2,000 BlockDag. $36 a day on your $1,500. Okay. Let's say you don't want to drop $1,500. You can mine BlockDag with a BlockDag X30. You got your very little miner right here. Still going to be hot. Still going to be loud. $600 gets you 600 BlockDag. So roughly 1/3, you're walking away with like $12, $13. Okay? $11, $12 maybe worth of BlockDag per day. 2 months, you should break even. Unless, of course, BlockDag's price goes up or down. Then it's going to change the story. The next product they have, the BlockDag X10. It's a little router looking thing, $130. 200 BlockDag per day, about $3.50 per day is what you're going to be walking away with there. And then they have the BlockDag X1. It's just an app on your phone, and you're going to be walking away with 20 BlockDag per day, roughly. And 20 BlockDag per day is roughly 35, 36 cents that you're going to be making. So the reason they say it's similar to Bitcoin is because Bitcoin was kind of the same way and is the same way in terms of proof of work network. In order for a proof of work network to run, you have to run these miners. Now, these are ASIC. I don't know if all these are ASICs, but these are ASIC miners here. And what they do is they spit out number after number after number after number after number. And when they finally break that code, they solve the block, and that block is solidified on the blockchain. So that's the similarity with Bitcoin, between Bitcoin and BlockDag. Now, in terms of like overall supply, like I said, it's going to be completely different. The amount of people that are involved in the project is going to be different. I don't know if you have billions of dollars ready to be invested into BlockDag mining equipment like you do with these Bitcoin mining companies and so on, but that's the similarity. The difference is, at this point, Bitcoin's difficulty is so high that you can't expect people to mine it from their phone. BlockDag, the difficulties are going to be low, so you're going to be able to mine it from your phone, walk away with a couple cents, and hopefully it draws in a lot of people across the entire world that have never been in the cryptocurrency space before. They're able to go out there and get free BlockDag simply by running this app on their phone. Hopefully that explains the similarities between BlockDag and Bitcoin. BlockDag will become an amazing return on your investment. I'm in it and can't wait for its release. Nice. Crypto Cone. I also own BlockDag, man. Let's see. It's about to be listed on Kraken, so more liquidity, no? Well, Diablito, man. If Popcat gets listed on Kraken, it doesn't mean that there's more liquidity unless people buy it. The listing alone doesn't mean that people are going to deposit liquidity. But what happens is Kraken will go out there, and probably this time I don't think Kraken is being paid to list it. Kraken probably sees the trade volume and has gone out and bought some themselves. So what that means is Kraken will go out there, and they essentially have their own liquidity pool at that point. And places like CoinMarketCap are going to draw from Kraken's liquidity pool to give you an average price of what Popcat's trading at. But people will take their, dollars, their Bitcoin, whatever, and they will trade it for Popcat, or of course their Ethereum and Solana, whatever they're trading in on Kraken. They're going to trade it for Popcat. So they'll be holding Popcat and depositing other crypto, which, yes, should affect the overall valuation, but not necessarily the liquidity pool. Because you got to remember, anytime a token is traded on a centralized exchange, those transactions do not hit the blockchain. Centralized exchanges are very weird. So Kraken will own, I don't know what the supply is of Popcat, right? But Kraken will own 1 billion Popcat or 100 billion. I really don't know what the supply is, so I'm just making numbers up right now. But Kraken's going to own X amount of Popcat on the blockchain, essentially contributing, buying into that Popcat, and increasing the liquidity pool if they have not bought yet already. And then anybody that trades Popcat back and forth on Kraken, those transactions are never going to hit the blockchain. Unless, of course, they withdraw off of Kraken's platform. So getting listed on, it's only got $1 billion. Yeah. Let's see if Kraken already owns it, actually. We can see if Kraken already owns it. Coming out here. These are the holders. Let's come to page 1. All right, so it's listed on Bybit. Bybit owns 42 million Popcat. Gate.io owns 22 million Popcat. Camino with Mexi, Radium, Popchat. KuCoin owns 3 million Popcat. Mexi owns 1.6 million Popcat. All right. So as far as I can tell, Kraken does not own Popcat yet. And if they do, they're not a top 200 holder. So if they do, they own a very insignificant amount. What that means is that, yes, if Kraken goes in and buys some, let's say that Kraken goes in and they want to hold the same amount as Mexi here. Mexi owns about 9 million tokens. If Kraken goes in and buys 9 million tokens, then yes, they're going to be pulling Popcat out, putting Solana in to the liquidity pool, and then the liquidity will drastically increase there. So the liquidity pool would actually increase by quite a bit if they go in there and bought up $6 million worth. So it could. I just don't know if they own any so far, if they've got their wallet hidden, or what the deal is with the Kraken listing. But it absolutely could increase the liquidity. What DEX are you in? So I don't know if you're asking about the middle of the screen there. The middle of the screen is just DEX screener is what I'm showing you. But as far as decentralized exchanges, it depends on what coin you're looking at or what token you're looking at, right? If you want to trade Ethereum tokens, I usually use Uniswap to trade Ethereum tokens. If I'm doing Solana, Radium is my go-to. If I own Base Dogs on Base, but I've never really traded any Base Dogs tokens or Base tokens, and then Binance, I prefer PancakeSwap. So if I'm using decentralized exchanges or DEXs, Radium for Solana, Uniswap for Ethereum, and PancakeSwap for Binance tokens. Let's see. Gorilla Dilly see and buy me. Do it. Morning to you, nigga. Glad to have you. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, JB, man, did I need to do anything other than change out my quarterback? Because I swapped my quarterback, and I guess my secondary quarterback was the guy that played for the Redskins, because I'm almost positive that's who I put in when I took the one guy out. Listing is September 20th. It's a chance of a buy. Yeah, if Diablito, man, if Kraken has not bought their tokens yet, which I don't know if they have. I would imagine if they're already announcing the listing, they probably have bought their tokens. But if they haven't, they could definitely spike the price up. And just know you're going to get a lot of headwind at that trend line that's on the screen right there. Let's see. It's kind of hard for you guys to see on YouTube. Move that graph down a little bit. Might see it a little bit. Or on YouTube. You guys might be able to see that a little bit better now. Let's see. Did I read correctly? The T-Man is launching his own DeFi token. Seems like a bad idea. I don't know if he's launching his own token, but I actually read about it. I'm going to be posting a video about it on that 99 Bitcoins channel later today. So him and DT Jr. and Eric, right? But I guess DT and Eric are going to run it. They're launching their own platform, right? And to me, it seems like a DeFi platform. I don't know if it's got its own token associated with it, or if it's just a platform where you can buy, sell, trade, lend, and borrow. But yes, you did read it right. World DeFi or something. I forget what it's called already. World Liberty Financial. Liberty Bibbity. They're going to be launching Liberty Bibbity on Monday is when it's happening. And it is... Okay, the white paper reported the project would allow users to store money in digital wallets, offer a credit account system, borrow and lend cash to others, and use tokens to invest in assets like crypto. So, yes, I mean, use tokens to invest in assets like crypto. That may be this Liberty Bibbity token, if that's a thing. I don't know if that's been launched yet or not, but it's basically like a DeFi platform, the way that I got it, or the way that I understood it. I don't know if there's going to be a token associated with it or not. World Liberty Financial. World Liberty Financial. Liberty Bibbity is what they're launching on Monday. So yes, you probably read that better than I did. Let's see. World Liberty Financial. I don't know if it's a token. It probably has a token with it. Everybody's got a token with it. No, Clay team looks good. Boom! Now he's just saying that so that he can beat me. I probably got like 6 guys disabled, mentally and physically. I'm new to crypto. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. Can I get a 15-second summary of what the heck? Kyle The heck? Kyle Kyrettle. 15-second summary of what the heck. Absolutely. This is an interesting one. 15-second summary. Never had to consolidate anything down in 15 seconds, but dude, I don't know how to explain crypto in 15 seconds. Give me 15 minutes, man. So you're new to crypto. 15 seconds, man. Start to look into centralized exchanges. They're going to simplify the process for you. If you're brand new to buying, it's probably going to be the easiest on a centralized exchange. Buying a cryptocurrency token is essentially like buying any other currency across the planet, except instead of a country owning and dictating what happens with that currency, it is decentralized in nature, meaning that no central authority owns or controls what happens with it. Now, I think that was about 15 seconds. Very difficult, and I don't think you can completely summarize the cryptocurrency world in 15 seconds. But please ask more questions if you want more answers, because 15 seconds is too short. Let's see. Outside Tyrol. Cardano's a token that I traded back in 2021. I do not own any Cardano right now, but dude, I think it's all of these big tokens that have not died out, right? All of these large tokens like Cardano, what is the Algorand, stuff like that, man. I think that it's got a spot in top 10, top 20, top 30 cryptocurrencies, and very large, portion of the altcoin market cap. But is Cardano going to go out there in 100x? No, I don't think Cardano is going to go out there in 100x at this point. It depends on what you're looking for, right? Technological growth, okay, you can go to these larger tokens like Algorand, Cardano, and so on. But if you're looking for explosive growth, you got to go smaller market cap than these large tokens. Let's see. Decentralized finance platform run by individuals with government ties. Seems a bit hypocritical. Government ties, yes. But, I mean, we don't know if they actually have government ties right now. They won't have government ties until potentially November. Let's see. JD Vance used to work for Peter Thiel. No, I didn't actually know that. Hey, Clay, how you doing? Johan, man, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Pet Grooming Florida. What's going on over in TikTok? Dude, I'm upset. You guys have only clicked the like button over on TikTok 31 times. Pet Grooming Florida, please click that like button for me. Get the likes going up there a little bit. 15 seconds isn't much. Don't leave out the trouble from the feds. And 15 seconds is way too hard, man. It's too hard. Let's switch. Never mind. Johan Steeper. Different Johan, though, isn't it? I think it might be a different Johan. XRP never had a pre-sale to the public. Well, that's one of the things that the SEC doesn't like, right? When these companies go out there and raise money in order to do business, and then doing that business increases the value of the money raised, and that's one of the things that lends to something being a security. Doing great, man. Yes, different Johan. It is a different. And sorry if I say your name wrong, man. I think it's Johan, but I could be saying your name wrong. I don't know. If I am, please let me know. But yeah, that Johan, dude, that was like AMC days way back in May, June of 2021. My gosh, dude. Those were the crazy days. Dude, those were the days that I would just do the live stream on my phone. No charts whatsoever. And then I got smart and started using my laptop. But dude, that laptop is like 2011. That laptop was from 2011. And it was so hard to use that it would take 15 to 20 minutes for that thing to turn on. And then the live stream would go down. And I'd have to reset it. And it would be like 15 minutes later that the live would come back. 20 minutes later that the computer would come back on. Gosh, dude. What days those were, man. What days those were. Those are some long live streams, too, weren't they? Holy smokes. I don't know how we ever made that. Johnny K! What's up, Johnny K? How you doing? Been dollar cost average in a few years now. Ready for the big pump. Patience will pay off soon. Brandon Banks. That is the absolute winner strategy right there. And you are right, man. You are right. It will pay off soon. If you have been dollar cost averaging for a couple years, no matter how much you've been putting in, this is the accumulation phase. Right? Same as we had the accumulation phase between 2018 and the beginning of 2021. We've got the accumulation phase between 2022 and 2025. And then we should see exponential growth, man. End of 2025, mid to end of 2025 is going to put us on the same 4-year cycle. So, dude, I do hope that I hope that it's the exact same cycle, and I hope that this upcoming year, a year from today, essentially, or if it really does happen in November of 2025, like it happened in November of 2021, it could be a different story. But, dude, within the next year, I hope this stuff rallies so stinking hard that we make so much money, it's not even funny. You don't even know what to do with it, man. Hope you won't even know what to do with it at that point. It's just going to be crazy. Oh, I've got some high hopes. Can you tell? Yes, I do. November 28th would be the 6th-month mark of the UK implementing blockchain crypto. Interesting. Good morning, Panda. Good morning to you, man. What's good? It's kind of funny, man. Panda and John K, they get the exact same color initial on their picture there. Typically, you don't have two guys with the same exact color. Doge pattern shipped to 001. 001 is a $500 billion market cap. If you're asking me for my personal opinion, no. SHIB does not go to 001 during this upcoming bull market rally. Can we test and slightly break the all-time highs? Yes, I do believe that we can do that. Could SHIB and Doge and some of these other top meme coins be sitting between a $50 to $100 billion valuation? Yes, I will agree with that. But dude, $589 billion valuation requires a lot of money to be flowing in to Shiba Inu Coin. Do I think that we reach that amount of money? No. Now, I could be wrong, right? Crazy stuff could happen. People could say that the world is ending. You need to buy crypto. Everybody believes it. They could lock us all down again, right? They could come up with some wicked, evil plan, lock us all down again, and give us all $10,000 a month universal basic income, destroying the United States dollar into hyperinflation, and people therefore go out and buy assets like cryptocurrency, knowing that there's no such thing as hyperinflation that could take place. So there are specific scenarios, dude, that I don't think are probable, but possible to allow Shiba Inu coin to 100x, to get us to a $500 billion valuation, and therefore that 001 price point. But I don't think we get there. I think bull market peak meme coins would be sitting between that $50 and $100 billion valuation. But that's my opinion, right? Somebody could clearly have a different one, but certainly they can't say it's easy. Laughing Coffin, man. I really hope Crosswalk goes to a $20 million market cap. Laughing, were you the one that was talking about it yesterday? Let me know if you were the one that was talking about it yesterday. 4 new followers over on TikTok. Thank you guys very much for clicking that follow button. If you're in there, please click the like button. And Laughing Coffin, man. I don't know if it was you that sent 10 diamonds, but thank you very much for sending the rose. I do see that you did send a rose right there, so thank you very much for that. Let's see. What do you think about Koala AI on the Solana network? Let's pull it up, man. Peg in Florida. Appreciate you coming back, man. Pepe. Sridhar. We could look at it in a second. Clay, bro, you won't be hearing much from me anymore. Jay, bro, straightened me out last night. Good, man. Good. I hope that I do hear from you, but I hope that all of you guys are very nice to each other and very respectful to each other and all of that. But I do hope that I continue to hear from you guys. Koala AI. Let's pull it up. All right, Koala AI is down 4% on the day today, but holy moly, has had a very nice run, essentially 10xing, roughly 5xing over the last month. So after having bottomed out, this is the crazy stuff, man. Like, a lot of people would have believed that this token was done here. When you see a graph like this, it typically does mean that these tokens are done. Comes down here, basically back to the launch, has done nothing but go down for like an entire month and a half, but people started buying. And then it shot up very nicely, man. 6 zeros and a 6 all the way up to 5 zeros and a 2. 4-5x gain right there. Comes back down. People would have thought for sure this token is done now. Could have been buying in at 6 zeros and a 4. Shooting back up to 5 zeros and a 4. 10x gains over the last month. Phenomenal. And it is still a tiny little $35 million market cap. It's got $605,000 locked in the liquidity pool, which is a very nice number. I will say this, right? The ratio could be better. Something like Mother is at about a $40 million market cap, but it's got $2-3 million in the liquidity pool as opposed to $600,000 in the liquidity pool. So the ratio could be better there. But if it's able to break out of the previous high, it might run into resistance here, right? If it can break this level, sky's the limit, man. Let's run it. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't break this level, you might be coming back down to test support levels around right here. So those are the levels that I'd be looking out for, right? See what happens in this area. Does it get rejected or does it break through? And if it gets rejected, see if it holds up here, and then below that, down to here. That's what I'd be watching out for on Coco. Decent liquidity pool. I don't know how much money you've got to invest, but I would imagine that you can go out there, and even if you bought $6,000 worth, man, you're only going to have like a 2% impact on the overall price. not drastic if you go out there and buy and sell and buy and sell. It's not going to kick the price around too much. Now, if you're going out there and buying $60,000 worth, you're going to have a 20% impact on the price. And a 20% impact would drop you from 5 zeros and a 38 back down to like 5 zeros and a 33, 32. So people, you would spook a lot of people if you were doing that amount. 600, hey man, 10th of a percent, 20th of a percent. Nobody's really going to. No, 10th of a percent or 5th of a percent, not 20th. 20% is what I was thinking. So yeah, that's what I think about Coco right there. Hopefully, dude. Hopefully you got some within the last month and you've 10x'd. That would be amazing. This is bull run or fake pump. Well, I don't think it's a fake pump, right? I think that the price action is in an overall bull run. We're already in the overall bull run in terms of price. But if you're looking at the actual bull run, I don't even think we're there yet. Right? This is going to be my indicator of when the bull market is here. When the retail investors are emotionally buying in and you're potentially going to run into a major decline afterwards. We got to see this blue line spike up. When we see this blue line spike up, this one right here, when we see this blue line spike up, that's my indicator that we are in a bull market and retail investors are buying. And be very cautious, get ready to take your profit, and get ready for another decline afterwards. So this is what I'm going to be using as my indicator of bull market activity right there, is Google Trend Analytics in terms of who's buying, what they're buying, and so on. This goose keeps on getting closer. I might have to defend myself. Dude, geese are pretty bold, aren't they? Geese are very bold. Shiba Inu Puto. Ahoo! Yes, man. Newfo, glad to have you in here. J-Bones, babe. Hi, Clay. Loot Conquers all. What's going on, Loot Conquers? We got Jay Paints, Loot Conquers, Melvin, and Pet Grooming over on TikTok. Appreciate you guys being over there. Don't forget to click that like button. We got 47 likes. You guys should make that 4,700 likes. Can you pull up PulseChain? Absolutely. Let's see here. PulseChain. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? All right, Paul. Up 6% of the day today. Beautiful bottom left to upper right hand daily graph. Beautiful bottom left to upper right hand weekly graph with a 31% gain. Dang, man, that's pretty strong. And bouncing back nicely off of those recent lows on the month. And unfortunately, though, continuing to hit lower highs. You don't necessarily want to see that, but it's continuing to hit lower highs there on the annual graph. But yeah, dude, the weekly looks beautiful. Bouncing back nicely off those support levels. Sitting in a $12 million market cap after being, man, what would it have been down at these levels here? An $8 million market cap, right? Yeah, I mean, maybe like a $9 million market cap. Yeah, about a $9 million market cap to a $12, $13 million market cap. Very nice gains over the last week. PulseChain looking good, guys. Now, I don't know what that means about honorarium and stuff like that, or their multi-chain approach to tokens where you can go in and have like a multi-chain decentralized exchange and stuff. But hopefully PulseChain continues to build for anybody that is in PulseChain. I do not own it. Subscribed. I like this format. Really interested in Earth Meta. Thoughts? Kyle, let's pull it up, man. We'll look in. Thank you very much for clicking the subscribe button, Kyle. Appreciate you, man. Earth Meta. Pulls up 30% on the week. To get in early, it's gonna moon, baby. I like it. T-Man does another debate. Might have another push-up. I hope so, dude. We're getting a nice run right now. Can SUI match Solana market cap? Yeah, doji pattern. I believe yes, but it's not going to be easy, right? One of the things that heavily contributes to a lot of these blockchains like Ethereum and Solana having such high market caps is the fact that they've got such strong meme coin communities and such strong meme coin trades. When you want to buy a Solana token, I got to pull up Earth Meta. When you want to buy a Solana token, you need to buy Solana. Therefore, more people are depositing money into the Solana to go out there and buy Solana tokens. When you want to buy an Ethereum token, you need to buy Ethereum. So it drastically helps. Retail loves memes, right? It drastically helps when the blockchain in question has a very strong meme coin sort of following, because a lot of people are going to be buying in to buy those meme coins and depositing money. So I don't know what SUI looks like in terms of that, but it could. It's just not going to be easy to eclipse it because Solana is already growing and growing. It's so big now. Are we talking about this token? PCO Meta Earth? Kyle, where do you find Earth Meta? Kyle, let me know where I can find Earth Meta, man, and I will gladly look it up. I don't know where I'm finding it though. Nope, did not want the ad. Get off my screen. All right, that's better. It's a pre-sale. Gotcha. I don't know anything about it, man. Should I just Google Earth Meta? See, the problem with Googling Earth Meta and the problem with Googling some of these pre-sales, is that I don't want to direct anybody to the wrong website. You know, if it's earthmeta.io, okay, they might have an earthmeta.com and earthmeta.org. There might be so many different websites to go to. If I click on one and somebody else clicks on it because I had the wrong link to it, there's a lot of scams out there in the pre-sale world. Let me say that. So that's why any of the pre-sales you guys see me doing, they're directly coming from the marketing companies and stuff like that. So I don't know if I just want to go out there and Google Earth Meta. Let's see. What's the interest to fear ratio? Is it going back up? Slightly. So the fear to greed index right now, I believe, is a level of 33 on CoinStats. 32. So the fear to greed index right now on CoinStats is a level of 32, and that is up slightly from yesterday, which was 31, and then last week I think it was 23. What are you doing, man? Just load. Do I have internet? Are you guys here? Alright, so as you can see, 32 today, 31 yesterday, and 23 extreme fear last week. So the fear to greed index is slightly ticking back up, but people are still very fearful, man. And anytime people are fearful, they are unlikely to buy, right? They gotta be greedy. When they're greedy, they're willing to buy, and they're also willing to hold. That's a huge difference when they're willing to buy and hold, as opposed to sell at any little profit or any little loss that takes place there. Let's see, I don't do that. It's a VR-related token. Hey, guess, I'm just curious how this gaming tokens usually do. You know, Kyle, it all depends, man. I have seen, this is interesting too, right? The last several pre-sales that I have seen and bought myself have done terribly, right? It's just, they have done terribly. Prior to that, and I don't think there's any difference between these pre-sales. Prior to that, it was almost inevitable to hit at least a 45% gain in the pre-sale on launch day, get out, and then watch it 5-6x after everybody initially dumps off. What I've seen right now, though, to me, is a very strong indicator that investors just are way too afraid, okay? The last 3 pre-sales that I've been in have done horribly. And the best that I can come up with is that the overall market conditions are different. And I don't necessarily mean market conditions in terms of like economic conditions. That's relatively the same. I mean market sentiment. So at the beginning of the year, through maybe like March, April, May, June, even like June was pretty bad. I think Wienerdog AI launched in June, and that was like the peak of the market. Wienerdog AI gave you just a brief day to do well. But basically the first half of the year, pre-sales were doing phenomenally. People were a little bit more optimistic than they are right now. They were a little bit more greedy. They were coming off of that March rally that we had that took Shiba Inu Coin 5x up to 4,500 points per coin. People were excited. They were buying. They were buying pre-sales and holding pre-sales. They were buying pre-sales after the launch, and it was almost guaranteed that you made money. It's a very fearful situation right now. So I think people are buying in, and then as soon as it launches, it doesn't matter if they make money or lose money, they're closing out and losing money. So I do think that these pre-sales have a lot to do with overall market sentiment and condition there. Guys, it is 1 o'clock. Get your names in the chat right now. We're going to enjoy the weekend. I'm going to be busy today, man. I think I got to do a couple extra videos. I'm going to hang out with my grandpa tomorrow. So I think I got to do a couple extra videos today. If you guys are new in here, right? I know that this is the vertical view for YouTube. So if you're scrolling through live streams, you have no idea how much it would mean to me if you click that subscribe button. I've watched subscribers go down for the last 2 months straight, doing some vertical view to hopefully, pad the numbers a little bit and get the subscribers to go back up a little bit. So if this is your very first time in here, I appreciate you being in here. I would love it if you guys click that like button, click the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And join us next week, right? We're going to be here. I got videos that come out every single day. Obviously, live stream every single day during the week. And I would love to have you guys back on Monday for the live stream. But right now, enjoy losing this weekend, Clay. It's JB, man. If you're my only victory this entire fantasy football season, I will be happy, my friend. I'm going to womp on all of you, and I'm going to win here on out. I'm going to go, 15-0 the rest of the season? 14-0 the rest of the season? You better believe it, man. Shout out to Panda. Have a great weekend, man. Jeremiah, see you later. J-Bones, baby. Kyle, have a great one. Rodney, see you later. We got Sridhar, see you later, man. Vikraman, have a great one. Rodney, Genji, Rodney. We got Buy Me, Panda, Jeremiah, Genji, Gorilla, Panda, JB, Johan, man, see you later. Manager, see you later, man. Jeremiah, Buy Me, J-Bones, baby. Buy Me, Panda, Kraken, Jeremiah. All of you guys, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.